Hi everyone, and welcome to another class on my YouTube channel, Tom Yoga Om. This quicker class is all about stretching into our body and just getting a little bit of yoga in before we go about doing whatever it is that we need to do. So I hope that you enjoy it, and if you do, and if you'd like more of these videos, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the video, to the channel as well. Let's get to it. We're going to start the class like we always do on our backs, and the reason why I do this is because it's just such a nice way to drop in and away from our days and our lives, and to give ourselves that time to tune inwards. So just take one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your chest, and we'll just take 10 deep breaths in and out here. So start by inhaling through the nostrils down into the belly, and feel your chest rise up. And as you exhale, feel yourself soften and ease into the floor. And just keep breathing. And as you breathe and as your breath flows in and out, pay attention to how your physical body is feeling, how your shoulders are feeling, how your neck is going. How is your back going? How are your hips doing? How are your legs and your arms? Can you relax into them a little bit more? Just tune into the sound of your breath. Tune into the temperature of your breath. And for these last 3 breaths, just see if you can ground and relax down a little bit more. And if you've got an intention you'd like to set for yourself, perhaps it's around the reason that you are doing this class today, then feel free to set one for yourself. And on this last breath, imagine that you're inhaling it in and exhaling to feel it ground down. And then start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And just take a big breath in, extend your arms up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers, and inhale to lift your shoulders off the floor. Keep your head and your back on the ground. And then as you exhale, just relax your shoulders back down. Good. See if you can get the stretching happening in the arms. So you're reaching up and extending up through the arms, keeping the shoulders soft and exhaling to lower them down. Good. Last one, breathe into the back on this one. Breathe in, inhale, create space, and exhale to lower down. Good. Take your arms back behind you, take a hold of your elbows, and take a big breath into your front body, to your belly and to your shoulders, and as you exhale, feel them soften. And one more, take the biggest breath you've taken all day. So inhaling, rising up, and exhaling to soften. Nice. Then extend your arms beside you. Take a hold of the sides of your mat so that your shoulder blades and your shoulders and your neck stay away from one another. And then press down into your hands and your feet. Roll your hips up off the floor and come up onto the tops of your shoulders. Keep your shoulders soft. Just take 2 deep breaths in and out. Breathing into the front body, stretching into the hips. And take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, roll your spine down onto the ground. Nice. And then bring your knees into your chest, give them a gentle squeeze, and rock yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. Just check in, make sure you're feeling all good, and then press your feet down into the floor, press your hips down into the floor, take a breath into your belly, into your chest. And exhale to soften. And 2 more breaths here, just tuning in, noticing where your mind is at today, where your emotions are at today, and diving deeper beyond those thoughts and feelings and just focusing on the body. Focusing on the breath. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up, extend out through the hands as you breathe in. Keep your shoulders nice and broad and away from your ears. And as you exhale, float your hands down and really relax into those shoulders. We're going to use them in a moment, so that's why I'm emphasizing it. Breathe in, reach up. Keep your shoulders soft and exhale, float down. And last one, breathe in, reach up. And exhale, float down. Good, and then sweep your arms out in front of you and really extend them out as you breathe in. And feel that stretch move into your back, into your shoulders. And exhale, float your arms down. One more like that. We're going to breathe in, reach up. Stretch into the back. And exhale, float your arms down. And then from here, as you inhale, interlace your fingers, extend your arms up. Reach your arms and your chest and your belly upwards. And ground down into your sitting bones. Just lean to your left a little bit. Good. Hold there and breathe into your right side. To the right flank of the body. As you exhale, reach a little further. Take one more full breath in and out. And then inhale back to center. Reach both arms up. And exhale over to the other side. Breathe into the left side of the body. And exhale, extend. One more full breath in and out. Breathing in and exhaling. Good, keep those arms lifted for a moment longer. Breathing in, reach up. And as you exhale, just soften through the shoulders. Let your shoulders slide down your back. Good, hold here, take another big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to twist the whole torso to the left side. Now this is quite hard, but it's good for your back. Just twisting, keep your shoulders soft, take a big breath in. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. And then inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. And take one more breath here. On the exhale, twist a little deeper. Good, and then come back to center, reach up, extend your arms up, release your hands, and exhale, float your hands down. Last stretch here for the neck. We're going to take a big breath in to the belly, into the chest. And as you exhale, keep your spine nice and long. Just drop your chin to your chest. Take your hand onto the back of your neck and turn your head to the right. Just let the weight of your arms stretch into that left side of the neck. As you exhale, soften here. One more breath. And then come back to center. Inhale, lift your chin up. And then roll your shoulders just 2-3 times, both directions. And again, inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, draw your chin down. Take your left hand onto the back of your neck and turn your head to the left side. Find the stretch in the right side of the neck. One more. And then inhale back to center. And again, lift your chin up, take a big breath in. And exhale, roll your shoulders 2-3 times. We've really opened up into that upper body, so just notice how you feel. And when you're ready, come down onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. Let's come into 3 cat-cows. Just start by bending your elbows in towards your legs. And as you breathe in, drop your belly down and open up across the fronts of the shoulders. Breathe into the belly and into the chest. And as you exhale, keep your elbows bent. Just press the floor away from you. 2 more. Inhaling a little bit lower. Checking in with your spine, making sure that this feels all good. And exhale, curl it the other way. Can you make this movement a little bit more dramatic, like a little bit more accentuated? So as you drop down, really curl down from the top to the bottom of your spine. Open up across your chest. And as you exhale, feel each vertebrae rolling up into that pressing away position. Good, and then come back to a neutral spot. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back, and just hold here. Press yourself up into your plank. Exhale to press those heels away from you. Take one more full breath in. And as you exhale, move your shoulders beyond your wrists and lower yourself down. Use your knees if you need to. Come down onto your belly, onto your torso. Drive your elbows back behind you to keep your shoulders away from your neck. Lift your chest up. And as you exhale, fold down. Let's do 2 more like that. Let's just inhale, open up into our back bend, starting nice and small, and exhale, lower down. And on this last one, really emphasize your breath. And exhale, roll down. Good job. Power up into a plank or a tabletop as you breathe in. And as you exhale, come back to your down dog and just stretch into your hamstrings. I've just played soccer or football, depending on where you're from, and my hamstrings are tight. So this feels really good to just pedal the knees left to right. Let's take 1 more full breath in and out here. And on your next inhale, I'd like you to ground that right foot down, lift your left leg up, press your left heel back behind you, and then bend your left knee, move your left foot over to the right side so that you're stretching into that left hip. And you're looking for a stretch from your left hand to your left knee. Can you find it? And can you deepen it? Take 1 more big breath in, deepen it a little bit more. And as you exhale, step your foot forward to the top of the mat. Drop your back knee to the floor. And inhale, send your hips back behind you. From here, we're going to tuck the back toes under, and I want you to engage the muscles of your right thigh. So keep that right thigh real strong. Keep it engaged. Squeeze your glutes, those are your butt muscles, and just drop your hips down. Find your stretch. And take another big breath in, and a slow breath out. And 1 more here. And sink those hips down. Good. Keep that thigh engaged. Plant your right hand down. Sweep your left arm up. And from here, if you'd like, you can come up onto the top of that back foot and extend your left arm forward. Find the stretch from the left fingertips to the right foot. Let's take 1 more big breath in. Exhale, extend a little further. And then reach your left arm up and windmill it back down onto the ground. Drop your back knee to the floor. Turn your left foot out to the left side. And just make sure your right hand is underneath your right shoulder. From here, lift that back foot up off the floor again. Drop the heel to the ground so you're in an assisted side plank pose, and then sweep your left arm up. Take a full inhale as you reach. And as you exhale, sweep that left hand underneath your right armpit and reach it back. Stretch into your back. 2 more. Breathing in, lifting up. And breathing out, floating down. Breathing in, lifting up. And breathing out, reaching back, stretching. And then breathe in, lift up. And from here, bring that left hand down onto the floor. Bend that left knee. Step the back foot into the halfway point in the mat. And lift yourself up into this pyramid prep pose. Take your hands onto your hips. And press down into your feet. Breathe into the belly and the chest. And as you exhale, send your hips back. And send your chest forward. And when you feel that stretch in your hamstring, I just want you to hold there. Because we haven't dived deep into our hamstrings today, so just find that edge of the stretch that feels good for you. Let your head relax and take 2 deep breaths in and out. Soften on the exhale. Last one. Good, and then bend your left knee, plant your hands down onto the floor, step back into your plank. Breathing in as you exhale, lower down. Inhaling into 1 cobra, draw your elbows back, lift your chest up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, exhale, lower down. Power up into a plank or a tabletop, and exhale back to down dog. Nice, bend your knees left to right, just walking on the spot. Stretching into your hamstrings, and then ground that left foot down and inhale, lift that right leg up. Bend your right knee, open the hip out to the side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step the foot forward to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee to the floor just to begin with. And from here, come up onto your fingertips. I want you to then send your hips back, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee off the floor and engage your left thigh. Engage your glute muscles. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just sink your hips down. That's it. 2 more breaths. And last one. Good, and then plant your left hand down, sweep your right arm up, breathing in. And as you exhale, just press down into the floor. Option here is to extend that right arm forward and flatten that back foot out on the floor and find the stretch from the left toes to the right hand. Big breath in, big breath out, and then sweep that right arm up. As you exhale, windmill the hand down onto the floor, drop the back knee to the ground. Turn your right foot out to the right side. Right toes out to the right side rather. Lift the back knee off the floor and drop the back heel onto the ground. Sweep your right arm up, inhaling in. And as you exhale, sweep that right arm underneath your left armpit, reach it back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, reaching back. Last one, breathing in. Enjoy that stretch into the shoulder. And exhale, breathing out. Good, and then inhale, lift that right arm up. And as you exhale, plant it down onto the floor. Turn your right foot to point forward, step your back foot in and lift yourself up. Hands onto the hips. Breathe into the belly and the chest. And as you exhale, send your hips back, fold yourself into a hamstring stretch, pyramid pose. Take 3 deep breaths in and out here. 2 more. And last one. Maybe fold down a little bit deeper. And then bend that front knee and press yourself up. Last stretch we're going to do here is to get into the hips a little bit. Step your feet out wide and turn your toes outwards and point your heels inwards. Take your hands down onto your knees and keep your shoulders away from your neck by pressing into your hands, pressing down into your legs. So keeping space between the shoulders and the neck. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, I just want you to sink your hips down. Find that nice stretch on the inside of them. 2 more breaths here. And exhale. And try to just soften down a little more. 1 more breath. And exhale. Good, and then press into your feet and your hands and inhale to raise your arms up. Straightening the arms, and as you exhale, just bend your knees out to the sides. Make clenched hands with clench both hands, and come into cactus arms for goddess pose. See if you can find 3 breaths of stillness here. Slowly inhaling, exhaling to dive a little bit deeper, to squat a little bit deeper. 2 more. Relax your shoulders. And last one. Good, and then bring your hands down onto your legs, straighten both legs, and from here you're going to step that back foot to the top of the mat. And I just want you to bend your knees and bring yourself down into a forward squat. Take a hold of your legs and just drop your head down onto the insides of your knees and take 3 deep breaths in and out to rest. Just allowing your back to soften, softening through the shoulders and the neck. And taking 1 more big breath in and out. After that 3rd exhale, press into your feet and just bring yourself down onto your sitting bones. And from here, we're slowly going to scoot our hips towards our heels and roll down onto the floor, and just take your time to be mindful and to find length in your spine. Nice and slow. Come all the way down. Good job. Just rest 1 hand onto your chest, 1 hand onto your belly. And walk your feet out a little bit wider. Let your knees drop inwards. Pardon me. And let's just take 10 deep breaths in and out here. As you breathe in, let your belly and your chest rise up higher than before. And as you exhale, just sigh out of your mouth. And feel that physical dropping out, dropping off, relaxing feeling sink you deeper into the mat. do a scan of your body. Notice if there's any part of you you can soften more. On your next exhale, see if you can relax that space, even just a little bit more. And then keep going with the cleansing breaths if you'd like, or if you want, you can breathe in through the nostrils again. Just find that natural rhythm to your breath. I've got 5 more breaths here. Tune back into the physical body. Just notice the heat underneath your hands. Notice the weight of your head on the ground. And see if you can feel the muscles of your face just releasing and softening their tension a little bit more. And on this last breath, if you'd like to focus on your intention, you can. Breathe it in from the atmosphere around you once more. As you exhale, imagine that it's grounded down into you. Allow its wisdom to seep into your body, into your being. And start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And once again, just reach your arms back behind you. Stretch your legs out. Find some length here before exhaling to hug your knees onto your chest and tuck your chin up off the ground. Curling into a bit of a ball. And then roll over onto the left side of your mat. And just take a moment to tune into how you're feeling and where your mind is at. Just take one breath in and out. Hope you can feel calmness and peace. And when you're ready, press yourself up to the top of the mat. Just take a moment to ground down and to get comfortable. And as you inhale, relax your shoulders as you lift your arms up. Exhale your hands down through to your heart center. Just take one deep breath in and out. I hope that this faster class has brought you the benefit of a good stretch and some calmness and peace to your mind. Thank you for joining me today. Have a lovely evening or morning, wherever you're at. Namaste.